Why would anybody love me when I can't love myself? So, I gotta stop this video. I can't. Hey everyone. How you guys doing? I want to talk about chronic pain. This is something I haven't really talked to you guys about. Something that I'm going through with my knees. I have told you guys I need knee replacements in both my knees. I've told you the story of catching my son when I was going through my divorce, and it was the first week without my kid, and he missed me so much that he jumped into my arms when it was my time to pick him up, and I fell outside in my neighbor's driveway, and luckily I caught my son, but as I was catching him, I twisted and I hurt my knees. But ever since that injury, I've had chronic pain. I have arthritis. I had a hysterectomy in 2017. I started to have symptoms of osteoporosis as soon as I was thrown into menopause. And I first thought the chronic pain that I was having was hormonal. I didn't realize I had arthritis, and I didn't know I was going to have chronic pain. I gained a lot of weight after my hysterectomy. I was in a marriage where I knew my husband didn't love me, and I got really depressed, and so that didn't help matters at all. I just don't know how to explain it, because sometimes my pain is manageable. Some days I don't even have pain, and then other days I have a lot of pain. Missouri weather is so crazy. Sometimes it's warm and sometimes it's cold, and it changes within 24 hours usually. Today it was rainy, and I was doing good all day until I went to church tonight. We had a women's thing where a missionary from Zambia had come and spoke about her living in Zambia, and her and her husband, and it was a very good lesson. We learned about Naomi and Ruth, and how they were alone because their husbands had died, and they ended up having to rely on each other, you know, during their struggles of being single. And that's a whole nother story in itself. But doing life as a single mom is very difficult as it is. And then having pain because of arthritis is something that just adds to the depression. It can add to the sadness and the difficulties of being a single parent. I want to run. I want to run with my kid. I want to exercise with my kid. And a couple of weeks ago, me and his father together went on a field trip for the first time since our divorce. We've been together, and it was a good time to be a family for my son, to have him see us together. It was nice. And despite all the hatefulness that's coming towards me in court and lies, I really love that we got to do this field trip together for my son. It was super nice to be able to do this. And going on that field trip, I couldn't walk when I got back. I was struggling with even walking around the state capitol on that field trip, and I had to actually stay behind at the capitol while the rest of the group and the parents got to go to the governor's mansion because I couldn't walk up the hill. We had actually gone up to the governor's mansion and went up this hill, and I was struggling to do that. And then when we got to the top and we got to the gate of the governor's mansion, the teacher said, "Oh, I'm an hour early." So she was going to have us walk all the way back down the hill to the Capitol, and we had an hour. So when that hour was up, everybody else went back. But I had told the teacher, I got to stay behind. I can't do the walking. I took a trip. I knew it was going to be one of my last trips with my son, and I took him to Omaha, Nebraska from Kansas City, and I couldn't walk it. I couldn't walk the zoo. I had to sit down quite a bit. Again, with that chronic pain, sitting a lot because I'm in pain, or I just cannot stand because my bone on bone crunches every time I stand up. So I stand up, I put pressure on it, it crunches. And then not only that, my skeleton in the back starts crunching. And so I sit a lot. And when I sit a lot, I gain weight. I'm not moving. I'm not being able to exercise. I can't even do a jumping jack. I was working and I was falling. I'm high risk falls. Last year, I broke my wrist, elbow, shoulder, all in one fall, and had to be off work for that. I don't talk much about the chronic pain that I'm in. I have told the doctor has documented. I have had an MRI, and I do know I need knee replacements. I am going to a specialist at the end of June, and I am hoping that I can have the surgery soon. I don't know what I need to do to prepare for that surgery, but as a single mom, I got to get my life back. I got to go back to work. I've got to be able to do the things that I love to do, and that's working with kids or working with the elderly or working with the mentally handicapped. I have always worked helping other people. I love all those jobs that I've had in the past, and it's my life, helping other people. However, I need to take the time to take care of me. And to be honest with you, I'm having mom guilt for that. I am flat broke, zero income coming in, and I am no longer going to be able to live in my apartment. I am not going to be able to do these stairs right behind me. This is why I'm doing the video on my stairs. This is just the first set. I have a whole nother set. And not only do I feel beaten down and unloved by my spouse, I feel beaten down and unloved by myself. I question, how did I get this far? I had a hysterectomy because my husband wanted me to. I was sick with endometriosis, and I really, really thought that hysterectomy was going to help me feel better. And come to find out, it didn't solve my marriage problems. It made everything worse. I'm so angry that I had a tubal. I'm so angry that I had a hysterectomy. I no longer can have any more kids. I can no longer have a family. And my husband filed for divorce. And he's moved on. And he can have a new family. I cannot. I have never taken care of my hair, my nails. I don't tan. These are things that I have always pushed aside to take care of my children and my family. And I haven't taken care of myself. And I really hate myself for that. I hate myself for not putting myself first and taking care of the things that I needed to take care of. I hate the fact that I married so quickly and I didn't think of my own emotions, and I didn't double check with myself whether I was marrying someone I was equally yoked with or not. And I have mom guilt for that when it comes to my children. If I knew I was going to be a single mom, I would have never married my spouse. With that said, if I would have never married my spouse, I wouldn't have my child that I have now, my third. And so I can't have regrets. But the one regret that I do have is not taking care of me. My boys need their mother in their life. And I have taken care of everything else. My home, when I was married, the yard, the dog, big German Shepherd dog that I had. He was a pain in my butt. He was. But I miss that dog. He was a lot of work taking care of a German Shepherd. When my husband was at work or if he was gone, I would take care of the dog. I took care of the children. I am the one who took care of the home. And I feel like I've missed out on so many years of my boys' life, not being there for them because of my health, my endometriosis. The guilt of being so sick, you can't even take care of your own children as a mom. It's something you will always live with. You can never take it back. Woulda, shoulda, you know. I feel like I've failed when it comes to my physical appearance. When I first met my spouse, I was thin. I was pretty. I was a single mom. I had my act together. My apartment was clean all the time. I was organized. In my marriage, when I found out how my husband truly felt, 3 weeks after we were married, I got depressed. And then after we had our son, after getting pregnant on our wedding night and giving birth, I had a tubal. My husband didn't want to have any more kids. And I had horrible pregnancies. And I should have made him go get fixed. That's what I should have done. I trusted that I would have that family forever. I loved my family, and divorce is so wrong on so many levels because it divides a family. And now I am financially broke. I have no love, no support. I am doing things on my own. And I can't do it anymore. I got to take care of me. The depression of the court proceedings And the mental stress, financial stress, has caused me to be in a situation where I can't even take care of myself because I don't have the money to take care of myself. That I regret. That I regret not taking care of myself when I could have. And I should have. I've been a really, really good mom, good wife, but not ever receiving the love from my spouse. Never had that spouse say, hey, honey, take care of yourself. I never had that. And it should have been a big red flag for me to know that I didn't have that. I can't name you one thing I got out of my divorce other than my child that that I received from my spouse. Post-divorce, he's taking everything from me. And I think of all the years of me loving my kids and my spouse and taking care of our home and our pets and our life that we had. Being the one who was organized, being the one who changed the diapers, being the one who cleaned the house, being the one who did all these things even when I was not feeling good, even when I was in pain. And then having that guilt of my baby crying and me not feeling good enough to take care of him. I don't even remember him walking for the first time because I laid in bed a lot. I was sick. And it was when my husband said, something's wrong with you. This isn't you. That I realized that I knew he was right. I just didn't want to admit it. It wasn't my mental imbalance. It was pure physical. I just did not feel good with my endometriosis. And I didn't even know what endometriosis was at the time. I had to Google it. I knew I had it because of my tubal. The doctor gave me an x-ray of it. But she said, if you're not having any problems, don't worry about it. And it was several years later after my tubal that I started feeling bad. And when I started feeling bad, it got real bad. And she said, that's what it is. You need a hysterectomy. But it took a long time. They wouldn't even think about it until I turned 40 years old. So it took a couple years for them to say, okay, we're going to give you the hysterectomy. And now with my knees, I feel the same way. I injured my knees back in 2021 when my husband first filed for divorce, and I had that injury. And here it is, 2024. And I am hoping and praying and trying to push the doctors to get my knees replaced because I cannot stand the pain anymore. And I'm scared because I feel like if I had a hysterectomy to cure my endometriosis and it gave me a whole nother set of problems, I'm worried about going in and having a knee replacement. What if something happens and I can't walk? What if with my osteoporosis that I have, brittle bones, that I fall in recovery, trying to walk again, trying to run again, and I fall and break my hip. And I think of the pain I'm in. Even tonight, during the time where the speaker was speaking, I'm sitting there just like this on my knee. It was just throbbing of pain. And I didn't have anything to drink to get up and take ibuprofen at the time. And it was raining outside, and I knew what it was. It was my arthritis. So, you guys, living with chronic pain is a bummer, big time, for a single mom. And it's just something I've never really talked to you guys about. So I was gonna go to bed. It's like midnight right now. And I just started to think maybe I should share this journey with you, because I'm laying there in bed and my knees are killing me. They're throbbing. And I was just thinking of that guilt that I have. I don't show the pain very much that I have. I try really hard to not break down and cry in my videos. I'm an ugly crier. But I get so frustrated with myself. I get so down on myself for not taking care of the things that I need to take care of. And I want to share this journey with you. I want to be honest with you guys. And you're going to see that 2024, I'm going to start taking care of me. I am going to continue to take care of my children. And I'm going to continue to take care of my home. I'm going to continue to take care of the life that I have to the best of my abilities. But my abilities are limited these days. I don't get child support anymore. My husband took all that from me. He's not giving me the love or the support to take care of our son. And, you know, I don't want to rely on that support from him. I've always wanted my spouse to want to love and support on their own. And if they don't have it in them, I don't want it from them. I've never asked for anything. And I've never asked for anything from my spouse. So I am going to work really hard on decluttering my home this week. I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me when I do that. I got to take it slow so I don't fall. Downsizing to a tiny space that I'm going to be living in. And I am going to take care of my kids in the process. They're going to be well taken care of. And I want to leave a legacy for my children. I don't want them to think as mom as the overweight cripple with the fat girl with bad knees. I don't want my kids to think that of me. You know, and it's really sad that my youngest doesn't even know who his mother really is, who she truly is, because this is what he sees. He sees the overweight, sore, bad knees, mom. He helps me with the groceries. He helps me move things around the apartment. And I want my kids to be kids. I want them to learn to respect and love their mom and their elderly, no matter what condition they're in. But I would love for my kids to know their real mom. You know, I am half this size in real life. This is what I was when I first met my spouse. I was probably half this size. And I was talking to the lady I went to discipleship with, and I said, you know, I really feel like my divorce is because of me not taking care of me. And she said, no, you can't make excuses for the decisions of the other person, but, you know, now's the time. You can take care of yourself. And it just made me think that, you know, I have always used that as an excuse. Well, I let myself go, so my husband filed for divorce. I didn't try hard enough, and so my husband filed for divorce. But, you know, she's right. I got to take care of me, and I got to love myself, even when I don't feel loved. So, yeah, you guys, this is a hard one for me to... Why would anybody love me when I can't love myself? So, I gotta stop this video. I can't do this.